Hello and welcome to another Raise Your Tribe video. Today we're going to go over the best weapons and tools to use in the game. First, I'd like to start off by saying I was gone for about a week and a half. I was visiting my family for break and now I'm back and I will be posting more frequently. The videos I will be leaning towards creating are those of the viewers. I help people with questions and provide my insights on how to progress. The game is still relatively new and there is lots to be added, but there isn't much content that has changed in the meantime. However, there was a quality of life update that I want to talk about. Now you are able to farm stones a whole lot easier. Instead of running around looking for stones that have a green outline, you are able to mine stones that are larger than pebbles. So a stone that would have a green outline is something that looks like this, and these were very hard to come across. Not really, but you'd have to run a lot to find these stones, and it got a little bit tedious, you having to run away from your base to collect stones just to upgrade your base. Now you're able to collect stones like this. Boom, you could break this one, you could break this one, that one, and if the stone is this small, you can't really break this because it's too tiny. So you have to break one that is a little bit bigger. Oh, I broke that one. You have to break one that is a little bit, oh, I broke that one too. A bit bigger like this, like that. And now you are able to collect stones much easier. You do get 2 or 3 from each of those stones, which isn't as much as you'd get from a bigger one, but it is a lot more useful instead of running miles and miles to find like 200 stone and then have to run back to your base just to upgrade and do the same thing over and over. Now, the only difference is that sulfur, zirconium, and ores aren't as easy to farm. Ores are these rusty looking rocks right here that you could get scrap metal and HQ metal from as well. As you can see, there is this green little light right here that if you go ahead and do that, bam, bam, it breaks a lot faster and gives you the most quality from the stone. Like so. Boom. And boom. Sulfur's yellow. Ores are the rusty looking one, and zirconium can be found in some caves not far from here, and they are red with some black veins. They look pretty cool. Now, the best tools to go ahead and collect these materials are none other than the metal pickaxe and the metal axe. To get these, you have to be, let's see, you have to be level 11. That isn't crazy hard to achieve. You go ahead and unlock this, but the crafting process for these is a bit tedious. You have to get yourself a, where is it? An anvil and a sledgehammer to go ahead and craft those yourself. You do reach this at level 9, and it's not that hard to achieve. That is the best, hands down, tools to use for collecting these materials. Watch. One hit. One hit. One hit. One hit. Just like that, you go ahead and collect that stone. Now for the axe, it isn't a crazy difference. You can't chop trees with one hit because Lord have mercy, you'd have to have the strength of Hulk, and we're not like that. So boom, still takes a little bit of time, but it is a lot faster than the stone hatchet. Boom, boom. Make sure to go ahead and break this like that. That way you can get the most out of the tree. Just like that. And these two are the best tools for collecting materials in the game. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about weapons. The weapons that I have equipped right now are the weapons that I think are the best from trying them out each one by one. It all depends on your preference and what you like to use the most, but these are my favorite weapons to use. The weapons that I have are the Recon R4, which is one of a many variety of assault rifles. This does have 9 damage, and there is the AK that has 10. I think that one might be just slightly better. The fire rate is slower, so I do believe the Recon R4 is better just because of the fire rate, and I do like that about it. The pistol, the Sentinel, this is the best out of the, I believe there's 4 pistols. The Sentinel, the regular Glock, another Glock, and a revolver. This is the best because the revolver does do a higher amount of damage, but the fire rate is very slow. This does do half the amount of damage, and fire rate is a lot quicker. So I believe the Sentinel is the best pistol within the family group. The Cyber Shotgun is the best shotgun in the game. There is another shotgun that you could get from killing the Eradicator, but it is not as good as the Cyber Shotgun. You want to go ahead and get your hands on this shotgun because it does absolutely annihilate the Attic Berserkers. The Iron Spear is my personal favorite because you can throw it and the amount of damage that it does do. There is katanas that you could go ahead and find around the map, like here in the neighborhood. I don't remember which house it is, but you could find yourself a fire katana. You just gotta search the houses and it's right on the wall. You can go ahead and get it. The fire katana does do a lot of damage, but I do like the Iron Spear because it does. I don't know if there's reach in this game or if there's like a hitbox, but I do believe that this reach is a lot farther than the katana, so that way you could go ahead and hit them and back up as quickly as you can. I like to show you how strong this Cyber Shotgun is against a regular enemy. It is reload. It's a one shot against regular enemies. The shotgun did get buffed in one of the earlier updates, like that. The enemies, I don't know if the enemies got a little bit weaker because in the beginning of the game they were very strong, and early on it was very hard to progress because of how strong they were. So the shotgun does maul through all enemies, but in reality, if you're going to fight the Eradicators, you're going to want a weapon like the Recon R4 or the AK. Those are the two best assault rifles in the game. Here's an Eradicator. I want to show you how effective it is against this enemy. Boom, boom. Usually it takes 2 shots, sometimes 3 if you do miss some of your shots, but it is very effective when it comes to fighting these enemies. You do get this Cyber Shotgun from killing the Eradicators, just like that. Go ahead and farm yourself them enemies, farm up the levels, and collect yourself these materials, these weapons, these tools to go ahead and get stronger in the game. I'm going to show you something else that you can earn from killing the Eradicators. Eradicators are the only enemy that carry weapons and drop the best loot, I'd say, in the game. That is how you get yourself very strong early on. If you watch my video on how to get started, you're going to learn the fastest method to leveling up, how to kill the Eradicator, and get yourself that legendary loot. We're going to go ahead and kill the Eradicator so I could show you once again what is it that you get from killing this enemy. The Recon R4 does absolutely shred the Eradicator because this is a long range weapon. You don't really want to get up close with a melee weapon because you're going to go ahead and get killed. This right here is what I'm talking about. A shotgun. This is the basic shotgun that you could get from killing the Eradicator. And here is a legendary armor, the Metal Ranger boots. You can get the Metal Ranger chest plate, legs, and helmet from killing the Eradicator. Go ahead and equip those. There is 3 Eradicators in the train yard that you could go ahead and farm every few minutes because they do respawn after a bit. If you have armor equipped, they don't really damage you as much, so you don't have to be scared about that. Once you get yourself the cyber limbs, the cyber equipment, you will get the edge because they will make you way stronger in the game. So enemies won't really matter as much. You get yourself snipers, you get ARs, you get schematics, you get bio limbs. Go ahead and kill this last Eradicator. Boom. Oh. Blueprint paper, reverse pacemaker, and biomedkit. Biomedkit, you're going to need that to craft yourself some cyber limbs as well. So you're going to go ahead and want to farm those up. Make sure to collect these as well because they do drop ammo and some other goods that you're going to need to craft weapons and other things. You do drop hatchets as well, which is a good start and melee weapon you can go ahead and use to farm those enemies and farm those levels. This video was pretty short and pretty sweet. I did show you what the best weapons and tools are for the game. One more thing I do want to show you is where to craft these guns. So to craft these guns, you are going to need to level up your professions. The ones that do give you these guns are the Net Ghost and the Outlaw. The Net Ghost gives you the Sentinel pistol, which is the best pistol in my opinion. And the Outlaw goes ahead and gives you the AK-901 and the Enforcer. The Enforcer is a revolver. It does have quite a bit of a slow fire rate, but does do a ton of damage if you do hit your headshots. And the best melee weapon in the game, in my opinion, is hands down the iron spear. I do like the iron spear because not only it does have a bit of range, but you could throw it as well like a javelin. So you want to go ahead and get yourself those materials. You do have to be level 11 to craft yourself the axe and the pickaxe. And one more thing I want to cover is where to get scrap metal. To get scrap metal, you need to go ahead and farm those ores, the ones that look a little bit rusty, and then you're going to want to craft yourself a furnace. The furnace looks like this, and you have to be level 12 to unlock the metal furnace. And to craft the metal furnace, you do need a crafting table tier 2, which you do have to get those parts to craft it. Once you get the furnace, you're going to go ahead and place the metal ore that you get from farming those rusty looking rocks. And they do produce metal scrap. And you do get special metals like this HQ metal ore and the aluminum ore that you do need to craft materials as well. You place that in here, and you need to go ahead and split yourself some wood right there and place it in here. And these will give you metal ores, HQ metals, and metal scraps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down in the comments what else you would like to see, any other questions or recommendations that you have for me as well. Peace.